We did it! Man, that hunk of metal doesn't go down easily. Wow, you guys are really something else. I can't believe you actually beat that thing. I thought I recognized that uniform. You must be those students from the military academy. Thank goodness everyone's alright. Mission complete? It does look that way. Are you all unharmed? Captain Claire! The Ruby Military Police! I'm relieved that none of you seem seriously harmed. Please leave this to us and evacuate the building at once. Huh? What do you mean? This factory contains classified military information and materials. Only authorized personnel are permitted to enter. No exceptions. Not even for the daughter of the Rightford family. Well, can't say I'm happy about this, but... well, she does have a point. We'll leave things here to the Realmy Military Police then. Thank you. Please show them out immediately. And make sure to treat them courteously. Give special attention to the injured. Yes, ma'am. With the Railway Military Police on the scene, the situation at the factory was under control in no time. They swept through, clearing out the remaining archaisms and extinguishing the fires, bringing an end to the incident. Looks like everything should be alright now. Sounds like all the people who were still inside are safe at least. The Railway Police sure have earned their reputation. Agreed. I certainly have a newfound appreciation for their capabilities. Though I suppose I should have expected no less from an organisation under the Chancellor's direct control. Also the ends well, I guess. But still, this is the terrorist signature all over it. Sure seems that way. Yep, I don't know why they wouldn't show up in person though. Yeah, makes me wonder what they were trying to accomplish here. That might have been that looked into as we speak. Captain Claire? Thank you for all your help, Captain. Likewise. Thanks to your quick thinking, none of the personnel were critically injured. Glad to pitch in where we could. We're just happy to know that all the people inside made it out safely. As am I. That said, it doesn't excuse your actions. Huh? It is fortunate you were able to defeat the Archaism without backup. But I don't appreciate that you ran in there without waiting for us to arrive. Not only does this factory contain confidential information, you yourselves could have been seriously hurt, or worse. Try to get an understanding of the crisis unfolding here, then do your best to stay out of it. That's what I told you last night, and since it seems it didn't take, I'm telling you again. Wow, talk about a critic. Well, she's not wrong. I realise that, but I'm afraid I can't turn a blind eye to it, especially no one lives on the line. What? If we have the power to save someone, and we don't use it to do that, what kind of people would that make us? That's why, even if you reprimand me, I won't regret us doing what we did. Oh. Me? Huh. Very well then. Huh? Fortunately, no one was gravely injured, so I'm willing to overlook your rashness this time. But I'd suggest exercising a little more caution in the future. Do I make myself clear? Yes, ma'am. Ooh, look at you getting all tongue-tied, lover-boy. Have you fallen for their charms? I told you, it's not like that! Captain, do we have any idea where that archaism could have come from? The terrorists may be the prime suspects, but we didn't see any of them inside. Come to think of it, we were wondering the same thing, so we did a little digging around. And it seems to have brought into the factory in shipping containers. Not just recently either, over 3 months ago. 3 months? That would mean they've been sitting in the factory since late June, back when we went to the North Highlands. And roughly a month before the Imperial Liberation Front announced themselves to the world at Heimdall. To be honest, we neglected to consider the possibility ourselves. Unbelievable. So today's incident was planned that far in advance? Certainly appears that way. The leader is frighteningly cunning. But compared to the others, we still haven't turned out much on him. I suspect he was responsible for planning what happened here. We're talking about C, right? Isn't that the guy you fought in the Capitol? That's him. He was pretty tough. You could say that again. Exceptional strength and a calculating intellect. But looks like we're up against a real beast. It seems so. We'll need to remain vigilant going forward. But for now, you can leave things here to us. I suggest you get back to your field stuff. Wait a minute. Captain Claire? What is it? Is something wrong? There's no sign of the Provincial Army. By now, they should be well aware of what happened to you. Damn it! I can't believe I forgot about him! Huh? Wait, so what are you saying? Captain Claire! We've got trouble at the mine. It's been hit by the terrorists. Blast them! What? I feared as much. Oh yes, withdraw. We're heading to the Sasha and Iron Mine. Send a message to HQ. I need 12 companies from the surrounding area here inside of 2 hours. Yes, ma'am. What's going on? I'm not sure, but from the sounds of things, the mine we were in yesterday was attacked by the terrorists. Oh no, the miners! Sounds like we better shake a leg. Yeah, come on, let's follow. Oh, you heard him. Charge! Thank you, everybody. I know I'm great. Bye. They are not getting away with whatever the fuck it is they're trying to get away with. I do not give the slightest of fucks. Nope. They're not getting away with it, and I'm not letting them get away with it. So we're charging straight up this goddamn mountain pass, straight into the mine, and we're giving them the ass kicking they thoroughly deserve. Goddamn terrorists think they can steal my motherfucking show. It is true though that it's weird the Provincial Army didn't show up when it's in their own fucking town. They bitched so much.
Ugh, every minute we spend here, things are getting worse for the miners. Stay calm, Elisa.
Yeah, the railway military police are on their way, after all.
Let's at least try and get a look at what's going on.
They bitched so much yesterday, especially to the point where they drove an armored car into the fucking city. And then when an incident occurs, they did nothing. The hell? So bugger that, bugger them, and to hell with everything.
Man, if terrorists really were planning to blow up the mine?
It would shake the very foundations of the Empire.
And that is why we're stopping them, after I don't get too lost. I got lost. Wrong way. We are stopping them before they try and fuck up the foundations of the Iron Mine. They're not getting to. No way in hell.
A dangerous foe. Stay on guard.
I don't have time for stupid foes. No. What the hell? This is awful. Smoke's pouring out all over the place. Can't see to fall like this. Terrorists set fire to something? Most of the fire's been put out though. But something still seems off. So the terrorists decided to strike here rather than at the military factory. Look, over there by the entrance. Huh? That's like the railway military police and the Provincial Army. Yeah, but what are they doing here? That's it, the entrance is completely blocked off too. Let's go take a closer look. So they were over here. Quite a lot of good it does in town if you're away gallivanting at the fucking mine. Yeah, I get it, you gotta protect your national interest, but hey asshole, you might be protecting the town, not the mine. So what's going on here? Come on, show me. The terrorists have complete control of the mine. They've taken the miners hostage. Any attempt to enter the mine may put their lives in jeopardy. And that's why you're standing out here twiddling your thumbs without even attempting to negotiate with them? They clearly have an objective in mind here. We can't allow this to buy any further time. It looks like a pretty heated argument. The terrorists have taken over the mine. And as the first ones on the scene, the provincial army has taken it upon themselves to set up a blockade. Or at least that's what it looks like at first glance. But why? This is suspicious written all over it. Yep, the provincial army is too well prepared. No matter how you look at this, they gotta be in on it. You can't be serious. In on it? The terrorists set off some kind of explosion in there? Look at all that smoke pouring out. That's what they want you to think. But that doesn't look like smoke from a fire to me. They're probably using smoke grenades. Smoke grenades? If that's true, that means the provincial army has some other reason for blockading the mine. Maybe it's got something to do with Reinford's first factory. Ah, that's right, the Railway Military Police were investigating the first factory too, weren't they? Yeah, that's what Captain Claire said. And that makes the timing of all this look pretty damn suspect. Almost like there's something they're trying to hide. And that'd mean they sealed the mine off to give them some time to dispose of it. Makes a fair bit of sense if you think about it like that. But what could they be trying to hide? What's down here? No, I don't know for sure right now. What I can say though, is that it's pretty likely the miners are in danger. We need to find someone to help them if we can. Let's go return to Ruhr for now. We need to think carefully about what to do next. Alyssa? Yep, if we're going in, it's better to have a plan. Alright, let's head back. Well, to start with, we need to work out exactly what's going on here. If it's true that the terrorists are working with the Noble faction, then it seems likely their aim is to eliminate the evidence of whatever it is they've been hiding in the first factory. But did they really have to go this far? Dynamite is owned by His Majesty the Emperor himself, right? That's right, the province of Nortia is tasked with managing it, while Reinford Mines refines and processes the iron. And iron is the single most vital natural resource to this nation's continued survival. If this isn't resolved quickly, it's going to deal a heavy blow to the entire country, including the nobles themselves. So I guess the question is just whether the noble faction and the terrorists realize that or not. Sounds a bit like they're a pretty divided bunch as it is. Yep, the terrorists seem like they're basically all commoners too. They're only cooperating because they both see the Chancellor as a common enemy. And if that's the case, it seems pretty likely that what they're doing here is related to that somehow.
Sounds like someone started the party without me.
Angelica?
You came too, George?
Yo, figured you'd show up eventually.
Well, we had to test the sidecar, obviously.
Spike is just full of surprises. We made the trip to Ruhr in 7 hours. So, speed-wise, we're looking great. Comfort, though, we're gonna have to tweak a few things.
I swear, you two never change. Kinda figured Toho wouldn't be able to make it too.
Yeah, she's working on gathering a boatload of information, though. She said she'd be in touch if she finds anything out.
Well, that's reassuring at least.
Could someone tell me what's going on?
You seem to be hot on the trail of something, but I'm not sure it's the same thing we're investigating.
Does this have something to do with those family affairs you told me you were worried about?
Yeah, it does. I had some nagging suspicions about it. Unfortunately, my hunch turned out to be right on the money.
Hold on. Isn't the director of the first factory...
My dear Uncle Heidel Rogner, yeah. Seems like it might do us both some good to swap info. How about it?
Now let's find a better place to talk.
They're dumping iron onto the black market? Yeah, the amount of steel they're producing doesn't quite match up with the amount of iron ore being mined. That's been the case for quite a few years now. Officially, the reason given is that the purity of the ore being mined is lower now than it used to be. But if you look at what's coming out of the mine, there's no evidence of that. Well, that would explain why the figures don't add up. And because they were feeding the raw iron onto the black market rather than the finished steel, that makes it a lot harder to notice when a little goes missing here and there. Man, Toa put all the pieces together on her own. I expect no less from my beloved Toa. She poured over everything, Rankford's yearly sales figures, government reports on the mine's productivity, you name it. That's how she picked up on the discrepancy. She's really something else, huh? Iron ore being sold off on the black market, accounting sheets that don't add up. George, how much iron ore is unaccounted for, roughly speaking, do you know? Assuming for a moment that all the missing iron was refined into steel, how much steel would we be looking at? This is just a bit of speculative math on my part, but I'd say somewhere in the neighborhood of 100,000 Torim, which is easy enough to build 2,000 Ashton tanks. 2,000! That's practically an army! The Sashin iron mine is a pillar of the Empire's economy. The amount of iron they pull out of there is almost ridiculous. Even if you pocket a small amount every year, that's gonna add up to a lot of iron real quick. What do they plan to do with all of it? Is the Noble faction trying to make their own tanks in secret? They couldn't even if they wanted to. Only the second factory has the knowledge and equipment to make tanks. And not only does the second factory have close ties with the Imperial Army, it also leads towards the Reformist faction. You need all kinds of complicated technology to even make a basic tank. It's not as simple as just grabbing some steel, some blueprints, and some grease and getting to work. So what does that leave them? Selling the iron to another country for profit? I don't know how likely that is. Seems like deals that big would be too easy to... Okay, so setting aside the ore itself for a moment. Now that you know all this, and given what's happening in Roar right now, what are the two of you planning on doing? Oh. It's pretty simple. My uncle oversees the first factory and the provincial army is blockading the mine. There's the way my family is involved. On the other side, you've got all the miners just trying to do their jobs who got dragged into this whole mess. I'm a Rogner. I might not be a great on it, but there's no way I'm gonna let this go on without putting up a fight. Ah, gee. Whoa. You're seriously gonna go talk to your old man about this? Hell no. Like he'd even listen to a word I said. Same goes to the provincial army. I'd just be wasting my breath. That's why I'm planning on sorting out this mess myself. I used to work part-time in the mine. I know the place at the back of my hand. As long as I can find a way inside, I think I can handle the terrorists well enough. I figured you'd say something like that. Honestly, does nothing faze you? In that case, I'd like to ask that you take us along. We can look at this as a test of how to best respond to a sudden crisis. Looking at it from that perspective, I think it fits neatly within the scope of our field study, don't you? Yeah, after hearing all that, I don't want to let them have their way. Agreed. I'm with Angelica here. My family's involved in this too. I feel like I have a duty to do something about it. Thanks. Truth be told, I was kind of hoping you'd back me up anyway. Whatever help you can give, I'll take it. Well, that's great. The next thing we need to consider is how to slip into the mine without the provincial army taking notice. At the very least, Angie should be able to get the officer in charge to talk with her, but... So what? We need to sneak inside while she's distracting them? I don't know, that sounds a little overly simplistic to work. Leave finding our way into me. If anyone's good at cutting red tape, it's my mother. Maybe she could help us out. She could, but would she? Well, if you think so. Alright, I'll leave securing an alternative route to you then. For now, I'm going to see if I can find out anything else about my family's, or the provincial armies involved me here. George, give Tor a call and see if you can find out what the Imperial government is doing about all this. Gotcha. I'll see if I can turn up any machinery that might be useful too. This started to feel like last year's field studies all over again. we're glad to have the George and Angelica and Toa backing us up. In a crisis like this, we needed all the help we could get. And as our first order of business, we went to see Chairman Irina, hoping she'd know of some way to sneak into the mine. We should get going too. Your mother should be back at the Rainford headquarters by now, right? I think so. Shannon said she'd be in around noon. We can always just ask her at the reception desk though. Yeah. I think we'll be kicking into high gear again. I feel like every field study is destined to end up like this. Alright, let's go aboard with Alyssa's mum. She might actually know the way in. Failing that, can we not just actually no, if we blast our way in, they're immediately gonna know we're there. Sneaking in might actually be the smarter option if you think about it. Anyway, she mentioned having a word with the receptionist. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of people out here right now. A lot of them look like military too. Lady Alyssa, thank goodness you're alright. I was so worried when I heard you'd left the city. Oh, you're talking about the trouble at the mine, right? Actually, I was hoping to talk with my mother about that. Is she in her office right now? Chairman Irina returned just a short while ago. Would you like me to set up an appointment? Please. Yes, that's right, Lady Alyssa has. Understood. She says that you can go see her right now, though she can't spare more than a few minutes. If you want to head up right now, she's waiting for you in the office. Thank you, this shouldn't take too long. Alright, let's head up to floor 23. Right. Why do I get the feeling Shannon is going to be right there to welcome us? You can count on it. Yeah, that is true, you probably could bet on it. Floor 23. Up we go. Traveling 22 causes me 22 advance. Bad. Be advised any incomplete quest and roar will expire. Wait a second. I killed that monster, never got paid for it. I think it's time we go get paid for it first. I know what you're thinking, but Dark, time is of the essence. Yeah, she missed out on us going to dinner, so she can wait for us for a change. Man, it really is just a 2-minute sort of jolt down there. Hey ladies. Guess what? Lady Angelica's here. Lady Angelica! Oh, I can't believe she came all the way to see us. She didn't. She had to deal with terrorists, but sure. She must have finally realized our burning love for her. Ah, Lady Angelica! Lady Angelica! Ah, God, I can't screw my throat fucking on fire. No. Hey, Bellhead, pay me. So you defeated the monster on the highway to the south, did you? Not too shabby for students. Thank you very much. Well, keep up the good work. Here's your reward. Thank you very much. And with that, you're excused. I've got no idea what kind of tasks, what kind of other tasks you've been given, but I doubt you get yourselves involved in matters that don't concern you, understood? Right.